President Trump planning to take legal action against the BBC sometime next week, while saying he plans to talk with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer about it this weekend. The BBC did issue an apology to Trump for editing his January 6 remarks ahead of the Capitol riot, but rejected his demands for compensation. The network's documentary omitted the reference Trump made to march to the Capitol peacefully and patriotically. Instead, he appears to say, "We're going to fight like hell," which was from another portion of the speech about election integrity about an hour later. Here it is.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong. We have come to demand that Congress do the right thing and only count the electors who have been lawfully slated. Lawfully slated. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
Joining us now is Fox News legal analyst Gregg Jarrett. How you doing, Greg?
Yeah, I'm fine, Lucas. Thanks for having me on.
Well, do you think an apology is enough for the BBC?
No, compensation is enough, because this was clearly defamatory under British law. The BBC knows that, which is why the network apologized, removed the story. That does not, however, erase the past damages that Trump sustained, which are considerable. I mean, look, they constantly ran this over a long period of time. And in fact, they did the same thing 2 years earlier, the same phony fake clip, causing major harm to Trump's reputation, not just in Great Britain, throughout Europe, where the BBC is everywhere. Deliberately disparaging, dishonest propaganda, shameful journalism. It's still actionable in a court of law, the retraction notwithstanding, Lucas.
Do you think President Trump's entitled to $5 billion? That's what he's asking for.
I don't know. It's a rich company that is largely supported by government taxes. And look, you've got two top executives. They resigned in disgrace. Yet the network still claims it wasn't defamatory. Well, of course it was. Why else would you delete it and apologize? Even more laughable is their insistence there's no institutional bias at the BBC, an obvious lie, since their own internal memo from their own standards chief excoriates the newsroom for its pervasive liberal bias that's corrupted their reporting. You know, I saw it myself when I was in Europe recently. I mean, it was pretty shocking. So, you know, they need a major house cleaning there. I don't know what it's worth, but we'll wait and see.
And, Greg, quickly, a man has been accused of showing up at Alina Habba's office with a bat. He's been taken into custody after the FBI offered that $25,000 award or capture. This is good news from the FBI, who said they have taken into custody this man. What are your thoughts on this case?
Yeah, look, threatening, menacing a public official, particularly if it involves a dangerous weapon, that's a federal offense under a variety of statutes. So is stalking, intimidation, harassment. Of course, you've got destruction of property and vandalism. So this guy is looking at pretty serious charges. What's mystifying is why they let him in to begin with. I mean, he first approaches with a bat. They turn him away. But then he comes back and they say, oh, go on in. Have a nice day. I mean, they should have known he was a potential danger, but inexplicably, they allowed him to gain access to Alina Habba's office. Fortunately, she's okay.
And here's Habba reacting to the news as saying, quote, "We got him. This Justice Department under AG Pam Bondi and our federal partners will not tolerate any acts of intimidation or violence toward law enforcement. So grateful to FBI and the U.S. Marshals for their tireless work to capture him. Now justice will handle him." This is great news, Greg, that the man who came into this building and tried to allegedly attack Alina Habba has been detained.
Yeah, and look, you don't need to have a weapon to cause harm or death. And so, this is a very serious matter. And, we've seen far too much violence recently that is driven by hate and rage in politics.
Well, thank you, Greg, for joining us.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.